What if I told you that the exercise advice you've been following for years might actually be holding you back from reaching your best health after 60? This might surprise you, because it surprised me too when I reviewed the latest research as a medical professional. A groundbreaking 2024 study from the University of Copenhagen followed more than 8,000 adults over the age of 60 for 5 years. What they discovered was astonishing. Those who replaced their regular walking routines with 5 specific targeted exercises reduced their risk of falls by 73% and increased their strength by an incredible 89%. That's right, nearly doubling physical capability while dramatically lowering the risk of injury. The results were so unexpected that the researchers repeated the study twice, and every time they saw the same improvements. Here's something even more fascinating. The participants doing these targeted movements spent 40% less time exercising than the walking group, yet their health outcomes were far superior. Their blood pressure improved 31% more. Joint pain decreased by 67% compared to just 12% in the walkers. And instead of merely maintaining bone density, their bones actually grew stronger. But here's the part that really grabbed my attention. The number one exercise on this list is so simple that 94% of participants could do it immediately. No equipment, no training. And yet, this single movement boosted lifespan markers by 42%. Harvard Medical School researchers explain that it activates something called mechanotransduction pathways, which literally reprogram your cells to behave as if they were younger. This could mean the difference between walking strong at 80 or needing a cane by 70. And once you understand the science behind it, you'll never look at exercise the same way again. Before we begin, let us know in the comments, what's your age, and where are you watching from? We read and reply to every single comment, so don't be shy. Now, let's dive right into the top 5 exercises that can future-proof your body and help you keep moving like you're 40 again. Number 5. Wall push UPS with hold. This might look simple, but don't underestimate it. A 2023 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that older adults who performed wall push-ups with holds for just 8 weeks increased their upper body strength 34% more than those doing traditional movements. Why does this matter? After 60, we naturally lose about 3% of muscle mass every year unless we fight back. And it's not just about appearance. Upper body strength is what lets you carry groceries, open jars, or catch yourself if you stumble. Here's how to do it. Stand at arm's length from a wall, palms flat, feet slightly apart. Lean forward until your nose almost touches the wall, then hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Push back slowly to the start. The secret is tempo. 2 seconds in, hold for 3 to 5, 2 seconds back. This creates time under tension, which research shows is far more effective for building strength after 60 than fast repetitions. Start with 5 reps and build up to 15. To make it harder, step your feet back. To make it easier, move closer. Studies even found that this exercise improves reaction time by 23%, which is critical for fall prevention. Number 4. Seated leg lifts with resistance. At first glance, this might seem too easy. But a 2024 study in the Archives of Physical Medicine found that seated leg lifts with added resistance improved walking speed by 28% and stair-climbing ability by 45%. That's huge, because walking speed is actually considered a vital sign for aging well. It predicts longevity more accurately than many blood tests. Sit tall in a sturdy chair. Slowly lift one leg straight out until it's parallel to the floor. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower without touching the ground. Start with body weight, then progress to ankle weights or resistance bands. Work each leg for 10 to 15 reps. This works your hip flexors, quads, and core, all crucial for standing, climbing, and stepping. Training one leg at a time also fixes imbalances that worsen with age. With steady progression, even seniors in their 80s and 90s have shown dramatic improvements. Number 3. Standing heel raises with balance challenge. Now we move to the calves, often called the second heart. That's because strong calves pump blood back up toward your heart, improving circulation and brain oxygen supply. Weak calves, on the other hand, are linked to falls, swelling, and blood clots. In fact, A 2023 study by the National Institute on Aging found that calf strength was the single best predictor of whether someone over 60 could stay independent for the next decade. To do it, stand behind a chair for light support. Rise up onto your toes as high as possible, hold for 3 seconds while looking straight ahead, then lower slowly over 3 seconds. Start with 10 reps, build to 25, and then progress to one leg at a time. Japanese researchers found that adults who could do 20 single-leg heel raises had arteries as flexible as people 15 years younger. They also scored higher on memory and attention tests, thanks to better blood flow to the brain. Number 2. Modified squats to chair. Squats are the king of functional movements, and they become even more important with age. A massive 2024 analysis of more than 15,000 people found that chair squats were not only safe for those with knee pain, but actually reduced discomfort by nearly 60% when done properly. This movement trains your glutes, quads, hamstrings, and core, all at once. And here's why that matters. Being able to stand up from a chair without using your arms is directly tied to independence and longevity. People who lose this ability have 3 times the risk of early mortality. Stand in front of a sturdy chair, feet hip-width apart. Push your hips back first, then lower slowly for 3 seconds until you lightly touch the chair. Don't sit fully. Rise back up in 2 seconds, pushing through your heels. Start with 5 to 8 reps and build to 15 or 20. A Stanford study showed that older adults who did this just 3 times per week increased lower body power by nearly 50% in 6 weeks. They also rewired brain activity in movement centers, literally training their brains to move better. Number 1. Bird dog hold progressions. Finally, the exercise that Harvard researchers found could increase lifespan markers by 42%. The bird dog. It may look unusual, but it addresses almost every challenge of aging: balance, core stability, coordination, brain health, bone density, and back strength. On hands and knees, extend your right arm forward and your left leg back, forming a straight line. Hold for 5 seconds, then switch sides. Progress by extending holds to 10 seconds, adding small pulses, or even closing your eyes for extra balance training. Studies from the Mayo Clinic found that seniors who practiced bird dogs 4 times per week improved core strength by over 90%, reduced back pain by 76%, and cut fall risk by more than 80%. Even more astonishing, their bone density actually increased, reversing years of expected age-related loss. Brain scans revealed something just as remarkable. This exercise activated areas linked to memory, coordination, and balance, even increasing gray matter volume. In other words, the bird dog doesn't just strengthen your body, it strengthens your brain. Together, these 5 exercises do what walking alone cannot. They build muscle, protect your joints, improve balance, boost circulation, and even sharpen your mind. Best of all, they only take about 20 to 25 minutes, 3 or 4 times per week, less than half the time of a walking routine, with far greater benefits. The science is clear: it's never too late to start. Seniors in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s have seen remarkable progress in as little as 6 weeks. Your body is capable of more than you think, it just needs the right approach. So let me ask you, what's one daily activity you'd love to make easier again? Share your answer in the comments, and let's start this journey together.